All right, we're going to go ahead and solve 15 times 23 a different way to make our brain even stronger. So let's take a look at it in an area model, two different ways. So that's just saying if we had a 15 by 23 rectangle here, and we're trying to find how many total squares would exist inside this rectangle. Well, we could draw out 23 squares up here. That would take forever. And then draw it 15 times. No. So let's do what's called an open array. Okay? So let's take a look at it this way, where we keep the 15 the same. And then we break up the 23 into pieces, into its place value. So 23 is the same as, how much is that 2 worth? Because it's not just a 2, it's out front. So it's actually worth 20. And then how many more? 3 more. Gives me 23. But we break it up so that we can multiply it out easier. So now, instead of taking the full 23, we can just multiply 20 times our 15 in this rectangle area part. So we did 20 groups of 15. And then we also have this dimension, 3 groups of 15 again. 3 groups of 15. So we just need to multiply these two out and we'll have our 15 groups 23. Easy peasy. All right, 20 times 15. Well, to do 20 times 15, I can just look at 15 times 2. So I need to double the 15. 15 plus 15, which will be 30. Know that off the top of my head, double. And then I have to attach this 0, and that'll be 300. So 20 times 15 gives me 300. And then I have 3 more groups of 15. Well, you heard me earlier. I already did 2 groups of 15. That was 30 when I doubled 15. So I just need 1 more group of 15 added to 30. And that'll give me 3 groups of 15. Could do it that way. And that gives me 45. So add that together. My 300, my partial products, I did 300 plus another 45. And there it is. I got my 15 groups of 23. That gives me 345. Cha-ching! And just in case you're like, well, I didn't want to split up the 23. What if I split up the 15? Yeah, what if you split up the 15? Will you get the same thing? Yeah! But let's actually see that it works. So let's say we keep 23 because we're just loving 23 and we don't want to change that. But 15, we're like, we're going to break you up. So 1 is worth what? 10. So now I have my first rectangle formed. But we wanted 15. So we had how many more attached to that 10? We had 5 more. There we go. So now when I look at my open array, I have 2 partial products formed. I have a 23 by 10 rectangle, right? And I have a 23 by 5. And if I add those partial products together, it'll give me a 23 by 15 rectangle, as you notice in our picture. And that's what we want. So 23 times 10, well, that's 23 tens, or 23 with a 0 attached, 230. And then I'm going to have to do 23 times 5. And 23 times 5, solve any way you can. You could do 23 times 2, double it, double the 23. 23 and 23 gives me 46. And then I could say, well, I would just need another one of those. Another 46. See this? I'm looking at this because now I have four groups of 23, but we need 5 groups. So I need one more group. So I'm going to attach one more 23 to that. Add that up. And I'm at 15, 11, 115. Now I have my 2 partial products, and I am hoping that it gets me to 345. So 230 plus 115. And oh my gosh, it worked. Okay? This is when you have math joy and your teeth are showing and you're giving yourself your own high five. Good job.